Motivation is overrated. It's the spark that starts the fire. Discipline is the fuel that keeps it burning. We've all had mornings that whisper, I don't feel like doing anything. That's exactly where success begins. Not when you feel like it, but when you do it anyway. Motivation is a visitor. It comes and goes. Discipline is a habit. It stays when excitement disappears. Every person you admire, athlete, entrepreneur, creator, learned this one truth. You will not always be motivated, but you must always be disciplined. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you consistent. Consistency changes everything. There was a time I believed that if I could just feel ready, I would finally start. Readiness never comes. You start before you feel ready, and discipline catches up later. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Alex. He wanted to change his life, lose weight, build a business, save money. He started strong, full of motivation. Plans, schedules, goals, journals. 2 weeks later, he stopped because motivation died. He waited for the perfect day, the perfect mood, the perfect time. Perfect never came. Then he found a simple, powerful rule. I don't need to be motivated. I just need to show up. He made a daily non-negotiable, one step, no matter what, even if small. No energy to work out? 5 push-ups. No mood to build the business? 1 sentence. Don't feel like saving? Transfer $1. Something changed. The more he showed up, the less he needed motivation. Discipline took over. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. He lost 20 pounds, built a small, profitable business, and most importantly, he respected himself again. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, confidence grows. That is the real reward of discipline, self-respect. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel ready. Discipline says, I'll do it because I said I would. There's a Japanese idea called Kaizen, continuous small improvement. Workers practiced doing their job one step better each day. Not perfectly, but faithfully. Small steps built world-class companies. Discipline is your personal Kaizen. It's not glamorous. It's not dramatic. It works. Great athletes live by it. Kobe Bryant arrived at the gym at 4 a.m., not because it was exciting, but because every extra hour stacked up like interest. The world saw glory. The secret was a boring routine. Success is often boring, repeating simple things long enough for them to matter. Ask yourself, are you chasing motivation or building discipline? One fades in days. The other builds your destiny. 1. Decide your one promise. Pick one behavior that compounds: health, skill, money, or relationships. One thing you will keep every day for 7 days. 2. Make it non-negotiable and tiny, too small to refuse. 10 push-ups, 10 minutes of writing, $1 autosave, 1 message of gratitude. 3. If-then plan. If I face obstacle X, then I will do version Y. No time to run? Walk 10 minutes. No focus to write? Outline 3 bullet points. 4. 2-minute rule. Start with 2 minutes. Finish strong. Identity first, intensity later. 5. Never miss twice. Missing happens. Back-to-back misses create a new habit of quitting. Break the chain immediately. 6. Track small wins. 1 X on your calendar per day. 7 X's in a row? Level up by 1 notch. 7. Environment beats willpower. Lay out shoes by the door. Automate the transfer. Put the book on your desk. Schedule one outreach on your calendar. 8. Anchor to purpose. Not I have to. I get to. I am becoming the person who keeps promises. Money. Automate $1 to $5 per day. End of week, review and raise by a notch. Add 1 page of learning about finance per day. Small, automatic steps prevent big mistakes. Success, career or skills. 10 minutes of deliberate practice daily. 1 proof of work per week. A sample, a page, a mini demo. Evidence beats intentions. Status, network, or reputation. 1 meaningful message daily. Gratitude, value, or a useful resource. People remember consistency more than intensity. Stack these for 90 days, and your trajectory bends upward. Problem: all or nothing thinking. Win: always something thinking. Do the smallest true version today. Problem: waiting for motivation. Win: start movement first. Action generates the feeling to continue. Problem: shame after a miss. Win: neutral reset. State the next step and do it now. Problem: invisible progress. Win: visible tracking. Your calendar X's tell a truer story than your mood. Pick 1 promise for 7 days. Wake at the same time, write 10 minutes, save a small amount, or message 1 person daily. Do it daily, no negotiations. At the end of 7 days, ask, did I keep my word? If yes, raise by 1 notch. If not, reduce scope and keep the chain. You will notice a shift. Trust returns. When you trust yourself, everything becomes possible. Discipline doesn't mean punishment. It means devotion to your future self, to your potential. When you say, I'll wake early, and you do, you prove you are reliable. When you say, I'll read daily, and you open the book, your word gains power. Discipline is not control. It is freedom. Freedom to act despite fear, doubt, or laziness. Next time you think, I don't feel like it, smile and remember, you don't need to feel ready. You need to be consistent. Discipline over motivation every single time. Day 6 awaits. Will multiply your results with focus and leverage.